If I have thoughts and feelings in myself that aren't holding her in high regard, that's human. But when you say them, when you say words out loud, and especially with emotion behind them, that has tremendous power in the world. Okay, tremendous power in the world. And so when you're talking to a buddy and you're just venting and you're probably saying it kind of pissed off with a lot of emotion, that's ingraining that within you, in your psyche, and in the world. It's a different discussion, but I want to point out he says she's basically that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. She's throwing a fit because she's not getting what she wants. And he says the word she's stupid. Now he says I don't tell her she's stupid, but he's saying she and stupid in the same sentence. Now, if your woman was saying those things to her girlfriend and you overheard that, how would you feel? Probably pretty shit, right? So you can have thoughts in your mind, okay, but I want you to catch them before you emotionally blast them to anybody. I had a man call me out on that. So let me jump into, well, what is she saying? If I don't agree with her, that means that she doesn't feel heard. Help me. I have no idea what she's talking about. And then Cynthia Cruz, who you guys know is the one woman, she's my fiance. We've been in business for 5 years together. She's been doing men's work for 20 years. She's the one woman that is coaching within Great Men Move Mountains. So Cynthia actually posted on Facebook a response to this question. And here's Cynthia referencing something Jason actually put on the forum, and I want you to hear it from a woman's mouth, a professional coach. Here we go.
Jason Bradbury said that.
Can you guys hear that? Thumbs
up. Profound in his comment back to you was your job, I would invite, is to not so much listen to the words of what your wife is saying to you, but listen for the subtext. She's really wanting to share with you collaboration, but more importantly, deeper, she's sharing you her emotional experience of something. So let's say it's like she wants to get a new faucet for the sink. And right now, the sink's dripping a little. So she's feeling anxious about loss of water and the water bill. She imagines getting a new faucet for the sink, like it will bring her peace and relaxation. And she doesn't tell you any of that. All she comes and does is almost probably seems like demands, like we need a new faucet. You say, no, now is not the time. We don't have the money. We don't need it. And then she feels like, oh, he didn't hear that this is causing me stress. He didn't hear that what I'm really wanting has nothing to do with water dripping or faucet or the water bill, but that I want to feel safe. And you have the power in your relationship, in this energy to say, hey, now's not the time for a new faucet. And I hear you, the water bill is no big deal. We're going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. And yes, in that moment, her shoulders may not immediately go down. But what you're looking to create now is a pattern of hearing the deeper meaning of what she's sharing with you. And I even have men tell me they outright go, you know what, I can't play the secret language game. And they'll ask their wives and partners, hey, tell me why this is important to you right now and how this is making you feel. Because I really want to know deeply what this is like for you.
Yeah, that was my favorite line right there. Why is this important to you? And how does this feel to you? Because I want to know deeply why this is important to you. Okay? It doesn't matter really what the answer is going to be, because you need to build the bridge of emotional connection first. So Bradbury, come on and give some more thoughts on this man's post, finding compromise between ideals in mind would help her feel heard and not just listened to. Well, do I have to compromise on my convictions to make her happy? What would you add to that, Jason?
Well, I can totally understand why it's confused. I mean, we go to this work thinking, oh, if our shoulders are face forward and we're set on our mission and know our values and boundaries, everything's going to be okay. Um, you know, um, and so I can empathize with him and understand what he's going through. Like I'm just going straight forward. What Cynthia said was just so important. But you know what I want to add to it is every time a woman communicates, I never listen to what she says. I've kind of gotten to the point where almost her words are meaningless, and I don't mean that in any kind of disrespect to women. I hear the words in kind of like the background and the context of what they mean, but it's especially in a romantic situation, it's always emotion. And if she's expressing something with a great deal of intensity, it usually has to do with her safety, just like Cynthia was saying. So I kind of want to emphasize that point of what Cynthia pointed out was what I'm hearing and what I'm feeling from you is a real unsurety about money or whatever's going on, right? And yeah, I can totally get that. You know, I messed up before, but I got this. So
Yeah.
what you did is you met her where she's at, and then you closed it off with "I got this," or that feeling of "You're safe.
Yeah, you've
Don't worry."
described this. I love how you've described this as kind of the masculine, the A, B, and then C is you have frame, then you go into emotion, and then you have frame again. And
Yeah.
I've loved that kind of like man sandwich. She's in the middle and the man's on the ends, the man's the bookends. So explain that
Right,
for us,
right.
right? The
Well,
frame, emotion frame. Yeah.
so you know, in this conversation, it's I describe it as OSI, OSI. So it's observe, share, and invite. So observe and invite are both masculine actions, or the bookends, like as you said, right? The sharing is the middle part. So in this situation, that would be kind of like, hey, I'm noticing when you're talking, you feel really tense, or you see, or your face is crumbled up and everything. That usually indicates to me that when I feel that way, I'm really tense, really scared, really nervous about it. You know, what is this in just if you go into that, you kind of like what is your experience right now? You invite her in. So, I observed curiosity. You share, when my face is crumpled up and I can't get a sentence out, it means I'm really frustrated or something. Um, Sharing, and then invite. What is this going on for you, or what's going on for you right now in this moment? I really want to know. You're leading, however, you are meeting her where she's at, which is going to make her feel safe.